Hey there, fight fans, and welcome to the latest edition of Below the Belt Boxing. On tonight's card, New York City's best. 5 boroughs, 5 representatives to hold their own for their city's pride.
Queens, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Staten Island, the Bronx.
Representing Brooklyn, Iron Mike Tyson. Born and raised in Brooklyn into legendary trainer Cus D'Amato took the then-young Tyson under his wing and allowed him to move in with him to Catskills, away from a life of crime and disorder. D'Amato polished the raw talent of the impoverished youth and turned him into a knockout machine. Tyson was exactly what fans wanted to see from a heavyweight. A combination of speed, power, and aggression made him one of the most exciting heavyweight fighters of a generation. His peekaboo style, 80s media, and timing allowed Tyson to become one of the most popular boxers of all time. Mike became the undisputed champion in the late 1980s, then became the unified champion again in the mid-1990s, all the while lighting up the world news headlines for antics inside of the ring and out. Mike Tyson leaves the sport as a 2-time heavyweight champion and our pick for Brooklyn. Representing Staten Island, Tony Canzoneri. The 5'4" pint-sized powerhouse was not born in New York, but in Louisiana. He and his family moved to New York shortly after and spent the rest of his life residing in Staten Island. He rarely fought outside of New York City. He fought an obscene amount, 175 times, winning 144. He was known for fighting multiple times a month and upward of 25 pro fights a year. To put into perspective, in the first 4 years of Tony's pro career, he fought more times than Tyson Fury, Andre Ward, and Anthony Joshua put together. He cemented his name in the boxing world, fighting all-time greats and Hall of Fame boxers during his career, never shying away from a tough matchup. He scored a stunning upset with his first-round KO over Al Singer in 1930 to win the lightweight championship. Tony held the lightweight and junior welterweight championships simultaneously, one of only 3 boxers to ever hold belts in 2 different weight classes at the same time. Canzoneri won 5 world titles in 3 different weight classes. He would go on to record wins over legends of the sport, Lou Ambers, Kid Chocolate, and Jimmy McLarnin. Tony Canzoneri left the sport as a 3-weight world champion with 175 pro fights, and our pick for Staten Island.
Here's the official decision by ring announcer.
Representing Queens and the only active fighter on our list today is Errol Spence Jr., born in Long Island. He is currently a unified welterweight world champion, having held the IBF title since 2017, the WBC title since 2019, and the WBA Super since 2022. As a junior boxer in the amateur division, he won 3 consecutive national championships and proudly represented the USA at the 2012 Olympics. In 2015, Spence was named Up-and-Coming Fighter of the Year by ESPN. Spence is ranked as one of the world's best active boxers, pound for pound, by ESPN and Ring Magazine. The undefeated fighter has notched up wins over champions such as Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, and a one-sided beatdown of Mikey Garcia, scoring a perfect 12-round victory on all 3 scorecards. Errol Spence Jr. is an active fighter, and he is currently a unified welterweight world champion. Even if he now speaks with a southern accent, he's our pick for Staten Island.
Yeah, I come from that area, Zabs, dude.
You from Dallas?
Yeah, I'm from Dallas, but I was born in New York.
There you are. Right?
Yeah,
I mean, I knew you were from Dallas. Zabs, dude, I'm like, he got to New York.
Representing the Bronx, Jake LaMotta. With arguably the richest history in the sport, the Bronx is known for having some of the biggest names to rise to glory, but Jake stands with the best of them. Known as the Bronx Bull during his fighting days, not to be fooled by his nickname, LaMotta was not just some free-swinging, charging tough guy. He was an ultra-skilled technician who preferred to fight on the inside. He was a mean puncher and had great defense. But what separated LaMotta from the pack when his boxing skills were matched was his amazing chin. He is widely regarded as having the best chin of all time, which he showed in his legendary encounters with Sugar Ray Robinson 6 times over. Sugar is regarded alongside Ali as the greatest of all time. Jake knocked Sugar down multiple times over 6 close fights, having his gloves raised on one occasion. LaMotta was the kind of fighter who was so menacing that nobody wanted a piece of him. He was denied a title fight for many years and even resorted to allegedly throwing a fight in a bid to receive a title shot from the boxing underworld. Jake LaMotta retired from boxing as one of the greatest to ever lace the gloves, fighting over 100 times, and he's our pick for the Bronx. Representing Manhattan, Gene Tunney. The Fighting Marine, born in 1898, Manhattan, NYC, is widely known in the boxing world for not just being the face of Boxing Legends TV, but the all-out American hero who joined the U.S. Marine Corps. He survived active duty in World War I and picked up the light heavyweight championship of the American Expeditionary Force in Paris along the way. He returned home to his boxing career and won the U.S. Light Heavyweight Championship in 1922. That same year, Tunney would suffer his only professional defeat against Harry Greb, but regained the title from Greb in 1923. Tunney, after picking apart the light heavyweight division, would pack on the size and move up a weight, and go on to win the World Heavyweight Boxing Championship against Jack Dempsey with fashionable back-to-back wins over the legendary fighter. Gene Tunney left the sport not just as a two-weight world champion, but as an all-out American hero, and is our pick for the borough of Manhattan. We pay homage to all of the boxers on this channel. This wasn't a list of the greatest boxers from New York City, but a list of representatives from each borough, from all eras, and different weights. If there is anyone you feel we've missed from the Big Apple, be sure to comment below. And if you've not done so already, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in to Below the Belt Boxing, YouTube's newest boxing channel on the rise.